Hey guys, so I tried to get myself in this intro, but it looks kind of awkward, so I'm just gonna get the girls in it. I want to give you a tour of all of the plants that I keep in my dog's bedroom. So this is Coco. Her nickname is Coco for Loco. But anyway, I wanted to give you a tour of all the house plants that I keep in here. They have a western and northern light in their bedroom. And yes, my dogs do have their own bedroom, because I'm a crazy dog lady. So my two dogs, Chloe and Kona, they sleep in here. And so this is kind of like my plant area slash my like breakfast dining nook. The only thing that I moved was this shelf. I moved it away from the window just to show you the plants easier. So let's start over here. I just wanted to mention one more thing. If you guys could please like this video and leave a comment, that really is appreciated. Anytime you engage with my content by liking and commenting, that just shows YouTube that you're enjoying my videos and they will recommend my videos to more people, and that is the best way that you can support my channel. So I really do appreciate you taking the time to do that. Okay, I just wanted to remind you guys and kind of put that out there. Okay, let's get back into it. So this mug is very fitting considering most of us are in quarantine, so like the mug says, please stay home. I have some Hoya rotundiflora in this little mug, and they're super adorable. I love the shape of the leaves, and they're very shiny, and it grows really easily. It's a very easy care plant, so I highly recommend this if you're able to get a hold of one of these. Behind that, I have my Hoya macrophylla variegata. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I used to pronounce it really wrong. I love the variegation that's on these leaves. They have like a pink on the very outside of the leaf. So right there, you can really see the variegation. It's super beautiful. I think this one is my favorite leaf. It's just so perfect and absolutely beautiful. So I forget what this plant is called. I know it's a Hoya. I got it from Coco Ranch. There's a website, I have it listed below. The seller, her name is Susan. She lives in Florida. It looks like there is a little bit of sun damage on this leaf. Do you guys think that's sun damage? It looks kind of like bronze and splotchy. And then same with this, there's a little bit of, looks like some kind of damage on the leaf. This might need a little less sun. The window that these plants receive gets western light, so it can get pretty hot and sunny in that window, especially during the spring and summer. And then next to that, I have my Hoya incrustata albomarginita. And the leaves are just really beautiful. They have a gorgeous variegation. They're very shiny, very thin as well and curved, which is kind of unusual. I got this from Coco Ranch as well. And then right here, this is my Hoya Super Eskimo. Has really beautiful leaves that are very splashy. Most of the leaves are kind of silver, like that right there. That's a highly variegated area. All these guys are super silver. And I do have some flowers that finally opened. They're white and fuzzy with like a buttercup yellow center. And they do smell very strong. They're very floral. And I have a bunch of those little buds all over the vines. This is a very, very heavy bloomer. You can see we have all these little buds hanging down. They're everywhere. And the little one there. I got this plant from Gardino Nursery. That's a Florida-based nursery, and it has just thrived in this window. And I love it. It's definitely one of my favorites. I've seen just like one vine, that, like this kind of size, maybe a few leaves on it, being sold from like Russia, and it costs like probably at least like $60 or $70 for like one little vine. So I got mine for a good price. Mine was probably like $30 for a few vines. Really easy care Hoya. And stunning. Okay, this guy's pretty cool. So this is my Hoya carrii, and I just want to show you how long it is. So it hits the ceiling. It's probably about 2 or 3 feet long. The leaves are pretty large compared to my hand. You can see they're a pretty large size. I definitely need to put this in the shower to kind of dust it off because I don't really move it that often. Typically it's just attached to that hook. I kind of let the vine get supported by the hook. Next to this I have my Hoya carnosa Crimson Queen. This is a plant that I propagated from my main plant that's in my living room, and it's thriving. It's gorgeous, very easy care. And then in this cute little puppy mug, I have my Hoya Australis Lisa. I just moved her so it'd be easier to show you. It's doing really well in this western window. The leaves are absolutely stunning. I highly recommend getting one of these if you're able to find one online. And it's just sitting in my cute little dog mug. They have little sweaters on. So cute. It was meant for coffee, but of course I turned it into a plant vessel. I'm giving a tour of your bedroom, is that okay? Kirsten, angel. And then the last things on my shelf, I just have a little Polaroid of me and Chloe, aka Kirsten Stewart. And then I have another one of both little girls. I think these plants look really pretty together, and they really seem to thrive in this western window. That guy got so big. So over here is my little dining area, and it's a northern window, and I have a bunch of different Hoya on this table. Let me just, I'm gonna move them to make it easier. Okay, so I figured I'd just sit down and show you the rest of the plants that are on this table. So this guy is my Hoya Pink Silver. You may remember it from my repotting video that I made in the winter. And the leaves are really large, like you can see beside my hand. They're very long and really speckled. And when this guy goes into bloom, the blooms are like a hot pink color. And this was pruned back quite a bit. It grows really fast. I used to keep it in my western window, like on that little shelf. And it grew so much, and I decided to prune many pieces, and I gave them to my best friend. So it is growing a new vine though, like right there is a new growth point, right here. And this is a brand new leaf from that new vine. So I'm really happy about this plant. I highly recommend Hoya Pink Silver if you're looking for like an easy care Hoya that grows really fast. It honestly grows as if I keep it outside. It grows that fast. I've had it for about 2 years, and I got it from Etsy. So this is my Hoya obovata variegata. The leaves are absolutely stunning. You can see they have some really nice variegation that also has splash. Some of the leaves did grow in solid with some splash, so that can definitely happen. It can lose the variegation. But if you want to prevent that, if any of the vines start to turn solid, you can just chop them off to encourage more variegated growth. So that is a useful tip if you notice that your plants are becoming solid when they're supposed to be variegated. But this guy grows really fast. He's been in my northern window for, I think it's always been in my northern window. And it's grown perfectly fine. So I recommend this plant if you have northern light. It doesn't seem to mind. I don't think any of my plants will bloom getting northern light, but I will definitely keep you updated if they do for some reason. So this guy is huge. So this is my Hoya Sweet Scent that I got from Coco Ranch, and it's doing well. It hasn't grown at all, but it was already a very large plant, and I do plan on putting it outside in the summer. And when this goes into bloom, the blooms are pink, and they're just so adorable. It's actually why I originally purchased this plant, because I like the flowers so much. So this guy's really pretty. It has very large leaves. Like this guy's really big. It's hard to show you from the front, but compared to my hand, super beautiful and waxy Hoya. So this is my Hoya Potsy Chiang Mai. I do have another one upstairs in my bedroom, and it receives southern light, and I have noticed a big difference in growth. This one does seem to grow slower being in the northern window, which makes sense. That totally makes sense that it would grow a little bit slower, but it still has grown a lot since I purchased it. The leaves are very glossy and thick, and it's really beautiful. I honestly got this plant because Doug from Vermont Hoyas recommended it, and it really is a beautiful plant, and I really do enjoy having it in my collection. I like the shape of the leaves as well. They're kind of like round and then pointed. So it's none of them have gone into bloom for me, the Hoya, Chipotzi, Chiang Mai. Hopefully I do see blooms on this variety, maybe this summer or spring, we'll see. So here's my non-Hoya that's in the room. I think it's the only non-Hoya that I have in here. I believe this was sold to me as an aloe, and I was corrected that this is not an aloe plant. I forget what people were calling it, but I think it was called the aloe green ice, but it's beautiful. And I have it in my little handmade pottery, which is really cute and pink, of course. But I just love the pattern on the leaves. And it does have a little baby right here. There's a little baby. So this guy's pretty cool. I do have a few propagations in this room. This is my Hoya pachaclata, and it has some blooms on it. I did feature this Hoya in my last video where I talked about blooms. It'll be linked down below if you want to see some Hoya blooms. I have 4 Hoyas that are currently in bud or bloom, and this was one of them. And I was surprised that they didn't fall off, considering I decided to propagate it when it was already in bloom. So they could have possibly fallen off, considering they could go through shock, but they've stayed on. So it's a pretty resilient Hoya, I would say. And then on this little plate, I have some Hoya rotundiflora propagations. For these guys, I'm using the bag method. Let me bring it closer. So they're basically a bunch of cuttings that are in a bag that have perlite on the bottom. And I just spray inside of the bag with water, and then I blow air into the bag, and it kind of creates like a little mini greenhouse. And then on this side, also using the bag method, but I have these cuttings in soil mixed with perlite, and they have rooted, so, and the bag is closed as well. If you want to see me talk more about these, I do have a video where I go into more detail, and I'll have that linked up above in the right corner and in my description. If you want to learn more about propagating using the bag method, honestly, I think it's my favorite way to propagate plants at the moment, especially with the perlite. I just feel like it's super simple and foolproof, and I feel like there's way less of a chance of your plants rotting using this method with perlite, so highly recommend it. If you don't want to use plastic bags, you can also use leftover Tupperware or just any kind of little takeout container, because that works well, and you're reusing plastic stuff that you already have, which is a good alternative to just throwing it out or recycling it, is reusing it. So yeah, there we go, that's that. I'm gonna get Chloe to say goodbye, so one second. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted Chloe to say goodbye, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it all the way to the end, can you please leave a dog emoji so that I know that you saw Kirsten? She is very thrilled to be in my arms. She actually does like being held a lot. I think it kind of calms her down. Oh, do you like being on camera? You're so beautiful. So yeah, please like the video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below. Any type of engagement with my channel is very appreciated, and it really helps my channel when it comes to growth. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Okay guys, I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or your night, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!